Shalom, 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 y'all. Shalom. Michael Israel here in the great outdoors. Out here in Georgia. Dallas, Georgia. I didn't even know there was a Dallas, Georgia. Did y'all? But yeah, man, we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do a conference recap here, man. We're gonna it's an amazing conference on a lot of levels, man. All right, so let me see. Okay, trying to get everything up and going, man. But yeah, man. Gonna do a conference recap. If the audio is good, please type a 10 in there if y'all could hear me clearly. I'm checking. Trying to get everything. Okay, that's looking good. So yeah, just type a 10 in the comments if the audio's good. And we're gonna move forward. That's tight. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna but yeah, man, we're gonna do a conference recap. It's early. It's 8 o'clock here, 8:36. Very nice out, man. Just a nice. Do a panorama. It's just beautiful out here. Little colder than what we're used to. I'm not gonna go any further into that because then everybody will be teasing me. But all right, good. Y'all gave me a 10 up in there. But yeah, man, that conference, man. I'm gonna be drinking my morning herbal drink. But it was a lot putting that thing together, and then add to it. You got our own people, so called. Them people. We got melanated people acting like melanated people, and it just added to the burden of actually doing that conference. But at the end of the day, it was, man, the like they say, Kabir, he's a financial guy. Like the return on equity, the gain was multiplied hundreds of times, man. That conference was on point. I mean, it's just a lot of high points. Pastor Dow was just bringing it out, coming straight down the middle, hitting on some points that I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to take notes on. And just so y'all know, because that was a 7-hour conference, just so you know, I've downloaded it already, and I'm going to chop it up into the different chunks of each specific person. So it's going to be good, and I'm going to upload it, premiere it, whatever. But yeah, man, it was a blessing. It also, putting that little one-day conference together, it made me see, man, this thing Ron did. Oh my goodness, you got to give that brother some respect on what he did, because that was that conference he did. That was amazing. Now it shows me how much work he put in to put something like that together. So it was awesome, man. And it showed and it reiterated to me like the quality and caliber of serious-minded people, serious about the Most High Yah's word. Everybody like straightway. Look, people there are people out there who seriously want to walk this Bible out. And straight ways of place, and people got a problem with that. They got a big problem with that, because in their minds, only in their minds, nowhere else in their life, in their minds, they feel like, oh, well, I got it too. I call that mental ascension. You've risen yourself to a lofty level in your head. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta tell y'all something, man. I'm just gonna prepare y'all for something. Okay? Me and Brother Joseph were talking about it in the car on the way back home from the conference. I'm just giving y'all heads up. And I'm not gonna get sucked into it. And I hope y'all don't. But I guarantee these bootlicking Hebrew ministries out here, I guarantee they're going to be like, yeah, this is going to be the new talking point in the Hebrew community. Yeah, they're having conferences. You got Hebrews having Thanksgiving Day conferences. That's going to be the new one. You know, that's how they're going to try to spin that. But y'all know what it is, man. We're taking advantage. We got to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We got to take advantage of the time off to build. You know what I'm saying? To make those connections, to get a witness on brothers and sisters. We had people from Texas, from St. Louis, from D.C., Connecticut. Florida was in the house. Of course, Georgia was there. There were Detroit. People from all over came out, got to get a witness, look in each other's eyes, see each other in person, everything like that. Hear some amazing testimonies, get edified, meet Pastor Dow in person, get a witness on Pastor Dow. Pastor Dow walked around, made himself available and accessible, man. I got something funny to you. It was brought to my attention that there was a potential troll who showed up there in person. And guess what? They shut up and sat there quietly, didn't interact with anybody, they just sat there, you know. So I don't know. I don't know who it was. Somebody just brought that to my attention. I told them, you should have took your phone and took a picture of them, you know. But just so y'all know, just like Elder Rufus said, ain't nobody show up. Like, everybody was talking all that big talk, all them clown shoes. They're not even worthy of being called clowns. They the clown shoes. I call them the clowns shoes souls. Soul. But anyway, man, ain't nobody did nothing, man. The facility where we had the event at was amazing. It was an amazing facility. The food, you know, only that's, I've been to a lot of conferences. Now, when I was at, I'm gonna give Ron some respect here. When I was at Ron's conference, I was so busy I didn't have time to really eat a whole bunch. But so minus Ron's conference, you know, out of all the conferences I've been to, I've never eaten that good, and there was leftovers of food just sitting there. We brought the food home and we ate some more. Okay, all right. So yeah. So yeah, that's cool. I'm a check his video out. Yeah, so, but yeah, man, it was definitely, it was an awesome event. The testimonies, I think it shut a lot of people up. They, literally, but on social media, on YouTube, there were still people in there talking junk. One guy got in there, he was trying to talk junk about Elder Rufus. Elder Rufus said, "Hey, I'm right here." He's like, "Y'all got the address." Nobody ever showed up, man. These people are cowards. They don't want none. But yeah, man, but it was a great event. So take a sip of my herbal drink, and then we're gonna get in. We're gonna discuss some of the stuff. Hold on. Okay, so Jabbar said, hearing Pastor Dow speak to the older woman moved me. It was amazing. And oh wow, much love from the UK. So you watched the live stream. See, stuff like that is very encouraging to me, you know, because I definitely wanted to live stream it. It's very encouraging. The fact that, you know, you're way over there, and it was a blessing to you too. And this thing, I'm telling you, it's getting big. This thing's getting big. All right. So, and then so the live stream, it was like I said, that was a 7-hour live stream. We did have a minor technical difficulty. My phone went dead, so the stream was down for maybe 5 minutes, and then I got it back up. But we're gonna do some editing. We're gonna get the thing edited, and we're gonna slap it together, and we're gonna be good, man. But and like I said, Pastor Dow is gonna be down in Jacksonville, Florida, December 25th. I got to see how we're going to do that, but he's going to be down there. We're not going to do no big elaborate conference like we did here, because at the end of the day, man, it was a burden, you know. Initially, once things got up and running, man, it was an ultimate blessing. But I think we could be more effective if we just get to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care how elaborate the conference is, people are either going to rock with it or they not. You know what I'm saying? It's it's no in between. So yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah, man, you guys blew me. It's you said we blew you away. Okay, awesome, man. And that's the whole purpose. Um, what I've been doing, what I do, is I use this social media as a tool, and like I tell people, today the YouTube, Facebook. I'm beginning to move back on the Twitter. I'm big on Instagram. I got a big following there. I think it's getting near 1,000. All right, somebody said, okay. So, and I'm moving on to other platforms. I'm on Spotify now. And what you got to understand, there's two things you need to understand about this social media, okay? It's two important things. Number one, it's the modern day Roman roads. When I say, or Roman trade routes, Paul the Apostle, they got this truth out using the trade routes that the Roman kingdom had built. Okay, and that's what this is. You know, it's the trade routes. So that's how they got this truth out. The other thing you got to understand is it's not going to be here forever, so take advantage of it. Take advantage of it how? See who's real out there, you know. Pastor Dow, he got years a video showing his footwork, showing his fruits, spiritual combat. I got, you know, not even a fraction of a video showing what I do, but I've pretty thoroughly documented my walk so people could get a good witness on who I am. If you don't have that on people, don't get on social. Don't go following these ministries. That's gonna save you time. Use social media that way and link up with people that are bearing fruit. And one thing nobody could, like they keep saying, one thing nobody could deny about Straightway, Pastor Dow, and everybody who follows them, and now, of course, Spiritual Combat, because we with Straightway, is the footwork, man, the fruits. So that's what it's about. That's what you got to stay focused on, all right? Yeah, man. The other thing is, let's see. There was people there from California. Somebody said, when you coming to Cali? We're going to come near Cali. But my problem with Cali, is they don't want you to protect yourself, you know. Like, they act like guns is Satan, you know. I like the gun laws are so restrictive in California. Like, if you ball up your fists, they're gonna bring you in. You know, if you you know, squint your eyebrows in a mean way, you're gonna get a citation. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna probably be doing is coming maybe to Arizona. I gotta see, you know. Yeah. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna see the most effective way, because I'm telling you, doing some of these events, it takes a lot. You know, it takes a lot. A lot of times, what you find is more effective to just teach, put the word out there, and link the people up wherever they're at, than to go out and actually visit the places. Now, we're gonna be in Dallas in February. Okay, Jacksonville, Florida, of course, December 25th. So yeah, y'all. So Pastor Dow, yeah, man, the information he brought out, it was spot on. It was on point. Brother Gideon, I'm going. Yeah, it's a little breezy out here. So yeah, Brother Gideon, man, he brought out, his testimony was powerful. I mean, when he got done with his testimony, okay, hey, Brother Matt, email it to me, because that's my email right there on the screen, so I can check it out. The video Brother Cody did on California. Yeah, email that to me if you could. But yeah, man, Brother Gideon's testimony, man, that thing, and when he got done, I couldn't get back up there, because I had teared up, you know. So that was powerful. And then before that, it was Brother Kabir. And he had a person who was a legal specialist, and I'm gonna do a video on that. But what he encouraged everybody to do is he just sparked people's interest into a whole nother realm that our people have never ventured into, and that was into getting an understanding of what common law is. And just to kind of sum it up, because I know I'm not going to put it in the most eloquent language, but basically what he was saying is the default law. If you don't have a law that you're operating under, the default law put in place by this so-called governmental system is a statute law known as the justice system, whatever you want to call it, these courts and this whole system that our people are oppressed by. That is the law system that by default you get, because you have no law in common. We have, as a people, we're so divided, we have no law in common among ourselves. And not getting too far off subject, but that's why it amazes me when people will say they're so Torah and they live a culture of Torah, but they don't abide by it. They have no integrity. So now I have no law in common with you. So I'm not gonna deal with you, because if you're not governed by any type of law, how can I come together with you in any meaningful way? How? I can't. Because you're lawless. So in your mind, you can have no integrity. You could break covenants. You could break agreements. And in your mind, you're not subject to any law. These people are wicked as hell. So there's no common law between us, so we're not going to deal with you. Another heavy reason why I'm so big on straightway is they have a law in common with them. Okay? So now, if there's an issue, we don't have to run to a heathen nation to get it dealt with, because we have common law. Anyway, what that brother was getting at is that common law, a law that you have in common among you and your brethren, trumps, I guess, for the default law, which I think they call statute law. It trumps it. It's powerless to it. So unless you enter into a contract under this default law, and the way you do that is when you hear people say, "Hey, I'm serving you papers," or whatever. Like, and that's what he was going through with all that language he was talking, and he was trying to get into it, but he was just taking his time, and it ended up taking up a bunch of the time. But what the point was showing you how to avoid entering, because they trick you into entering into a contract under their default law, which is evil, when we operate under the perfect common law, Torah. Well, some of us. But as Kabir brought out in that verse, these people are covenant breakers. These Hebrews lack integrity. But they quick to call you out. They evil, dude. It's messy out here, man. So, but that brother was bringing out some heavy stuff. Like I said, right now, we can't, because of what they got going on, they can't really get into it in detail. But trust me, it's coming. And hey, you got the internet. You can study it out now. Study common law. I'm going to start watching videos on it. So now you're not oppressed by this legal system. You're operating in Torah. This is part of coming out from under them curses. I'm telling you, this is big. So that was a part of the conference. Brother Kabir, of course, he went into his testimony. He blessed the brothers and sisters with his testimony. And his whole testimony is well documented on KGB TV, What else we have? We got who else? And then before KGB, the Ak beloved Daoud, the praise and worship branch of spiritual combat. We, like I said, we contracted out praise and worship to my man, beloved Daoud. He got up there, man, and he did one of the he was doing one of our doing some of the songs you hear me play all the time. But the big thing is he gave his testimony, because beloved Daoud was right there in the music industry, dealing with some of the big names like T.I. and all that. And he went into a little bit on how that music industry works, you know. So that was heavy, man. What else? Who else we got? We got that. We got prior to that, we had it was a lot in that conference, man. We had Michael Norman. He came up, he gave his testimony, a powerful testimony. Came back from being a crack cocaine addict. Yep. And showed that he's through the truth of the Most High, he turned his life around. Who else? It's a lot of people, man. So it was an awesome conference, and like I said, how could I forget, man, the big Brother Daniel and Brother Mathis, Robert Mathis, NFL pro athletes on the highest level, like well-renowned, and took his time because he let me know he had a busy schedule. But man, when I seen that brother there, and I'm not gonna go into it, but trust me when I say the brother had a busy schedule, okay? Because he's still very much involved. He's retired, but he's still very much involved with what he does. And I don't want to go into it, but just trust me when I say the brother took time away from a busy schedule. And to look at these other bootlicking Hebrews, man, I mean, but I thank the Most High. It's like, I can see clearly now. Yeah, man, it was awesome, dude. Shout out to Brother Juan. That's my dude from Detroit. All the way from Detroit came out here, man. That was a blessing, man. Straight way, man. The brother's serious, man. Pastor Dow. These brothers serious, man. It's like, I gotta tell y'all, man, what y'all need to do is mute. Do this. Moving forward, mute all for a couple weeks. Watch all these. This is literally all you got to do. Just hit mute on your YouTube and your Facebook and watch the videos. Just hit the mute button and just watch. And what you're going to begin to notice, like, dang, a lot of these people, all you see them doing is talking. And then you're going to see some people, you're going to see footwork. That's literally all you got to do to pick who you're going to be following. Just hit the mute button and just watch the video. And you're going to see, and then you're going to see some people working, doing things, action, okay? No, I'm not saying that, Brother Aaron, right? He asks, are you saying that Straightway and yourself believe that man's common laws are somehow related to God's laws? Nope. I'm saying Torah, or God's law, is what Straightway does, is what I do, because I'm a man of integrity. I'm honest. I keep my word. I don't, okay? And what I'm saying is, it's been proven in the court of law already. There's a brother who is already, again, eyewitness on this, so like I said, eyewitness, we witness, witness, see, observe. We have seen a person use what I just told you in a court of law. If you read the law in this country, they will tell you common law, so law that you have in common among the whoever you are, no matter what that law is. So if you are in if you're a Chinese person or you're some Buddhist Indian person from India, if y'all have a law in common amongst yourself, then you don't have to, then that's the law that you're subjugated to, and this legal system has to respect it, and that's in their law. Okay? So he put, Mr. Michael, scriptures say a testament has no strength at all while the tester lives. So how exactly are the testimonies at your conference valid? Brother Aaron, or I'm sorry, I'm not going to call you Brother Aaron. I don't know who you are. Hey, look, if you don't think they're valid, if you think they're lies, if you don't think they're anything that's worth anything, I would just tell you, you should probably move on to another ministry. I wouldn't even worry about it. A matter of fact, I wouldn't even, Aaron Wright, if I were you, I wouldn't even waste my time typing in the comments asking those questions. If you watch the conference and you feel it was off and it wasn't valid and what the brothers said didn't hold any weight or it was useless, I wouldn't even waste my time worrying about Straightway Ministries. Okay? Period, point blank. So, like I said, I'm into that. And Brother Matt, I wouldn't even entertain, I'm not even entertaining moving forward, because me and Elder Rufus had a very edifying talk when I was on my way up here. And moving forward, and I'm glad that he put those that guy or whoever that is, Aaron Wright, I'm glad he put that in there, because it brought to memory what me and Elder Rufus talked about. Moving forward with spiritual combat with Michael Israel, I'm no longer entertaining like trolls or people who I could tell in their questioning that they're not getting it when I make it so plain on here. Just like I told him, he needs to it's so simple. Just click off the video and go watch somebody else. Like if people feel Michael Israel's off, Spiritual Combat's off, Straightway Ministries off, Pastor Dow's off, he's this, he's that, he's the other, literally, I am out of your life forever if you just click on something else. And I know, because Elder Rufus made it very plain that all it is just people trying to distract and mislead so that the message doesn't come. They're distractors. Why else would somebody take the time to type in stuff? And you see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So like I said, moving forward, I'm not entertaining it. Aaron Wright, you need to just move on. You should. I mean, I understand you say you're just asking questions, but just move on. It's so, I got 200 videos, Pastor Dow got thousands. I'm not entertaining silly questions. And so anyway, with that said, let's keep it moving. But anyway, yeah, so Brother Juan, shout out to that brother. There were brothers there. There were brothers there from Texas, from Georgia. We are encouraged about Straightway Jacksonville, Florida. I mean, them sisters And that was the other thing. The sisters there, man. I told everybody, I didn't, I didn't even know what we were eating. There was plenty of food. There was so much food there. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I waited till everybody ate because I knew I was hungry. And I got me about 3 or 4 plates. And then we got home. There was still a bunch left over. Well, we ate more of that, and there's still a bunch left over. So we got something to take on the road for us, so that we could express back to Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? So it was awesome, man. On the food, those sisters really put in work. Again, I'm gonna give a shout out again to my brother Dorian. Brother Dorian is he fellowships. He's a member. He's down in Straightway, Jacksonville, Florida, but he stays on. He's an open road trucker. Brother don't even got a place to lay. Well, he has a place to lay his head, his truck, but he don't have like an apartment or a house per se. So he tells everybody he on the road for the kingdom, putting in kingdom work. He bought the speaker, that amazing speaker system that you heard for the conference. He bought that. That was him. The food that y'all ate, he put forth the money for that. You know, shout out to my brother Tony from St. Augustine. That live stream footage, this footage you're seeing now is coming off a phone that he bought, because I needed 2 phones to do what I was doing for that event. So shout out to people really actually putting in the work, actually making moves. And people like and people have no problem coming forward supporting the work when they see the work being done, you know. Not like a lot of these other ministries that make you feel good and manipulate the money out your pocket, you know. Shout out to Sister Juanita. Y'all, I don't know if y'all seen the decoration in that table and the way it was laid out, man. She did that. That was her. Sister Shina, man, and the other sisters, Kiana, Sister Kiana, and all those other sisters who came forth and helped with that whole getting the food and the decorations, all that together, man. They put all that together. I didn't direct any of that. They just stepped up. They're being led. They're about that action. Okay? So, yeah, man. I mean, it's big old facts, man. People, and moving forward, that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to show you people who are actually doing the work, and then people who are just talking. And social media, at first glance, social media is like, oh man, like one person said, man, social media gives crazy people a platform. It allows people with psychological disorders to have a platform, and it does. But what you're going to see with spiritual combat is getting ready to do is it's going to be a great place for you to decipher the real from the fake, talkers from doers. Moving forward, we're going to make it very plain, you know. Feel good talkers and doers, people about action, okay? Demonically possessed people and spirit-filled people. It's going to be made so very plain in this coming season. It's going to be plain. So the event, man, let me talk about another aspect of that event. Because Elder Rufus, because, you know, going into this event, I mean, there was an uproar. I mean, these people were in their emotions. They couldn't post one scripture why they were so mad, but they were all in their feelings. I'm gonna do that. One guy said he gonna come there. He told Elder Rufus, "You're gonna know who I am when I stand up in the conference and check you or say whatever I'm gonna say." Nothing. That thing was just that whole. I felt so safe in that conference, man. That security team showed up. They had people walking the parking lots, multiple people walking through the parking lots, people up on the balconies in the building, on the outside of the building, upstairs on the lookout, people in the entrance, brothers all throughout the event. Hey, it was a strong presence, all led by who? Brother Gideon. Yeah, man. It was good, and nobody could say they did not feel safe, that they weren't inspired and encouraged by what they saw with that security team out there. You know what I'm saying? To protect everybody. That's love. That's love. Love ain't speaking a bunch of kind, manipulative, soft, buttery words. Love is protecting people. You know, that's a show of love. Like, I love my kids. You know what I'm saying? Brother Matt said snipers stationed at secret locations. Nah, he just played. He just played. Yeah, he just. Man, it was awesome out there, man. I was encouraged by what I saw. Like I said, the brothers and sisters that I fellowship with down in Straightway, Jacksonville, Florida, the most serious-minded people I've ever fellowship with, you know, is real. Sister Shauna said, I felt completely safe. Shout out to Straightway Security Team. Yep. He said they was in the wood line waiting on someone to act up. Yeah, man. They was on the tree line. Real talk, man. They had that thing. I was impressed. And I was learning, too. Because I watched Brother Gideon give the security briefing. And we were setting up some tables. And we made sure Gideon approved of it. And he taught us some things. Man, it was just edifying on so many different levels, you know, because what? We got to learn how to secure an event. Bishop Bootlicker is not teaching you that. He's not teaching you how to secure an event and protect yourself. They tell you sugary, buttery words, and they get you to give them whatever resource they want that they're in need of. Most of the time is money. What do you mean, Michael? Ain't love just anything that feels good? Yeah, man, Brother Matt, you crazy. Yeah, man. That's funny. Yeah, brother Johnson said it was beautiful, man. Brought him back to his pulling security days in Iraq. Yeah, man. It was good, man. Man, I think everybody felt very safe and encouraged. And, you know, everybody was so at peace. I know I was. Man, and Brother Gideon, and what's his name? And Elder Rufus, man, they were like, look, they're like, don't worry about nothing. Ain't nobody doing nothing. And boy, ain't no, some of them brothers look so mean at the entrance. You'd be like, let's do a U-turn if you was thinking about this. And I can confirm it wasn't just a mean look. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, but it was a good event on so many levels. A lot to reflect on. But yeah, shout out to all the sisters, man. They put that work in. They got all that stuff set up. I watched Madison and Samantha. They put them to work. they put a feather on each table, you know, and a napkin on everywhere, and the spoons, forks, all that, made it real nice. And everybody was putting a brick in. That's what it comes down to. Shout out to my ox from the Jacksonville, Florida Straightway community down in Jacksonville, Florida, our congregation, soon to be community. Brother Rory and Brother Shannon, man, they were getting that work put in. They manned that door. Speaking of, that brought something else. Don't think I forgot. Spiritual combat. If I had it right here, right now, I'd cue that song Transparent. The Rue got me seeing through you. We're going to be transparent. I'm gonna show the numbers. I'm going to show the ticket sales. We're going to publish all that. Y'all going to see this wasn't some profitable, you know, make a bunch of money event. And guess what? Straightway came giving money. The members that showed up there, they came donating, you know, at the beginning. So I'm not even gonna go into that one. But they about that action for the real. All right. Okay, so yeah, man. So yeah, it was a blessing, man. Being around them brothers, and when I say brothers, I ain't just hey bro, hey y'all. I ain't just throwing that around loosely, literally functioning like a blood brother, that type of behavior. Okay, I'm not calling folks ox and brothers no more if they're not worthy of it. At best, I'm gonna call them an associate or a person that I'm aware of their existence. These brothers do not, these humans do not, a lot of these people have not earned the title to be called brother, okay? So yeah, man. Anyway, it's cold out here, so I hear all the ladies, they're up out in there. They having coffee talk. You know, they're in their fellowship and chopping it up. Yeah, man. I'm getting ready to head back in the cribbo. I might go live later on, or I might be doing video editing when I'm on the road, heading back to Jacksonville. I gotta feel led to do. Yeah, I just want to get on here and just kind of do a little recap and just reiterate, let y'all know again, just getting some wise information from some of these elders that the Most High has put in my life on just the direction to go with spiritual combat, just to stay focused in the script and just come out the book with it. I'm not moving forward. I'm not looking at current events no more. When I say current events, not current events, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to social media. I'm not going to look at people at posts. I'm going to barely look at my news feed anymore. I'm going to just be one-way communication. I'm going to upload live streams, biblical, current event based as far as what I see going on in the world. I'm not getting, I already know people going to be talking, dragging my name through the sand. I'm slowly beginning to get to a point where people know who I am on social media, and I guess that, like talking to Pastor Dow, when you get to a certain size and level, people begin to say good stuff and bad stuff. All right, let's see. Okay. So, and that's Ak Moshe right there. That's another Ak gave a powerful testimony. Moshe, he's with Yasha Allah Nation. He came, he performed. Another Hebrew with integrity and a man of his word that you could count on, where if he says he's going to do something, he's going to be there. Like, everybody you see there are people of high integrity who were at that event. And then Moshe gave his testimony. He came from a family. His father was not just a drug dealer, but a kingpin, like a high level, upper echelon drug dealer. And he got caught up in that. He was saying in his testimony where he was facing 30 years. And right around that time, he came into the truth and knew it to be the truth. And the Most High changed the judge's heart. So, but yeah, he was saying, he just sent me a text. He said, "We hitting the road. Appreciate y'all calling Yasha Allah Nation into your fellowship, into fellowship." So he appreciated it. Another very honorable brother. And I'm telling you, in the so-called Hebrew community, there's not a lot of them. Like that verse, what's his name? Brother Kabir read, covenant breakers, and these people who don't keep their word. I mean, I'm moving forward. I've done it, but I try to be a man of my word. Like, if I know you counting on me, I'm gonna do something. Ron knows. If Ron asked me to be there, be it at an event, even if I took a pay hit, a financial hit, like a lot of these events y'all had seen me go to, it was a hit at my job. I got in trouble at work. It didn't go, I'm telling you, at my job where I work at, it wasn't, I got in trouble, time off wise, to where I was on probation. I had to build my time back up. Who cares? Because if I call you my brother, if I say, because Ron Dalton, that's one of my brothers. So Ron Dalton's my brother. So if I told him I was going to do something, I did it. And to this day, Ron is still my brother, because what? He's loyal. He's a man of his word. He always follows through on the things he's going to do. Okay? So I have a lot of respect for Ron. So yeah, man, shout out to my Ron. But there's not a lot of people out there until I ran in a straight way. And then I found a whole haven of like-minded brothers who are men of integrity. They keep their word. They say they're going to do something, they do it. There's a better chance of the sun not rising than like Pastor Dow not showing up to something he says he's going to do. I've seen it. I'm just telling you what I've experienced. What better witness is there than that? Okay? Yeah, so yeah, man, it's real talk. Wow. Man, that's good, Jabbar. Wow. Man. So powerful what you just said there, bro. Brother Jabbar El Jeff said something very powerful, and you just lit such a fire under me. It confirmed what Elder Rufus was telling me, of stay focused, don't get caught up in all these naysayers and these trolls and this drama going on social media. Brother Jabbar said, Israelites in America need to realize that they're the mouthpiece of this movement. How heavy is that? And let me tell you, I got followers in people who reach out to me in the UK, people who reach out to me in out there in all over the world, in Africa, all over the place, and all through the Caribbean, all that. So he's so right. And the things Ron has told me, the people watching him, and then some new markets he's broken into. wow. I mean, wow. It's amazing. Like some of the new places and it's like, it doesn't shock me that he's under the attacks from these scoffers, from these fake Hebrews, and it's a lot of jealousy. You got a man who, the only person in the whole Hebrew community, he puts on a Great Awakening Hebrew gathering, like a 4-day conference with a cookout, with a boat cruise. He not only putting out a conference, he releases a second movie in on a level. Ron puts a movie out just like these nations put their movies out, and what do? They ridicule him. Why are you doing a red carpet event, dude? These same people, I guarantee, they watch Denzel Washington movies. They've watched all these movies made by these wicked people. They went and bought the CDs and the DVDs of these evil people who do red carpet events. And Ron does all this, and he gets ridiculed for it. Man, it's amazing. But I am proud and encouraged of the things, the fruits that I've seen Ron Dalton putting out there, man. Amazing fruits in the area of media and bringing brothers and sisters from different mindsets together. Nobody is doing the fruits that I'm seeing that Pastor Dow is doing and Straightway Ministries is doing. They're delivering people from economic oppression. They're delivering kids out of these satanic school systems, getting these women out of these workplaces. All this stuff. They're real fruit. They're getting people out of being wage slaves. They're delivering people from being dietary slaves. All this stuff. And what do they get? They get ridiculed, man. It's everything else but what's really going on. So, man, Brother Jabbar, thank you for that encouragement on what you just said there. And yeah, man, we about to get this thing moving for real, man. So yeah, man, that's awesome, man. I'm really encouraged. I want to say this too, something else. So the conference, it ended up online. We ended up selling about 150 tickets at the door. We ended up having almost right around 200 something people there, man. Because, people came last minute at the door, paid at the door. It was awesome. But that wasn't nothing. The live stream, last time I checked, just on YouTube alone, it was over 2,000 people watched it. Facebook, just on my channel where I live streamed it, it was 1,000 people over it. That was yesterday. Last time I checked, it was over 1,000 people watched it on there, and it got shared over 93 times. So you multiply that by the numbers of people who watched those shares over there. So it hit the masses. And that was just yesterday. That's growing. Like, that's accelerating. So, yeah, this thing smashed. People saw this, man, It hit them, Somebody, Brother Matt asked, what's the best place to donate? For me, right now, you can either donate on the Super Chat right there or on the Cash App. My Cash App is $ Spiritual Combat. And, yeah, they be welcome till we get off. Because the big cost we incurred that we're going to have to get paid off is this house we're staying at here, because we had to get a house with a big kitchen so the sisters could prepare all that food. And, it's a beautiful house, because we had to get something with a huge kitchen. But, yeah, man. So, yeah, we appreciate that. And like I said, I'm going to put the numbers out. Y'all see? Y'all see what's up? Because I'm brutally, you'll see. I don't play around with the money thing, you know. But yeah. So, oh, you said I get okay, yeah, yeah. Cash App don't take out a whole bunch. It pretty much goes directly to me. So yeah, and I'm gonna take that, pay off what we had to, charge for this big old house, and we'll put the numbers out. Yep, because I ain't in it for the profit, even though that's what some of these naysayers were saying. They don't know me. They never met me. I guarantee. They never met me in person. You know. So anyway, y'all, but that was the last thing is media-wise. Man, this thing went out, and we're going to do some things with media very soon. I got some heavy meetings coming up with media. There's some media stuff we getting ready to do. Because, man, what Brother Jabbar said, Brother Jabbar, if you still watching, just do me a quick favor. I want you to email that comment you put there to me, please. My email's right there. It's info@spiritualcombat.org. Email that comment you wrote on, you said that the one where you talking about like that over here in America with a mouthpiece for this awakening, because that's something heavy. And there's something I'm gonna do with that. Anyway, y'all. That said, man, go check out that conference. Like I said, I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna need to be doing, because I'm gonna be on the phone a lot on my way back to Jacksonville. I got some important stuff I gotta talk to some brothers about. But we are gonna we're gonna do some stuff with media. It's important. Brother Matt, no. I just leave it at that to your question you asked. All right? Yeah, Brother Matt. So anyway, but yeah, we got some things we're gonna do with media. I realize I gotta kind of shake heavy, move hard, stay focused, not get caught up in nothing. So yeah, man. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all brothers, man. Appreciate all the help I've been getting from real brothers, man. Like literal ox. And Corey, appreciate these Akotis, this sisterhood. Man, this sisterhood is therapeutic for my Shia. You know what I'm saying? Being around these real sisters, man. They serious about this truth. So yeah, man. But anyway, with that said, y'all, conference was amazing. Go on and check it out. I think I'm gonna edit it, chop it up. Quality's not the video quality ain't gonna be no super HD, but it'll be enough to be a blessing to you. So anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate everything everybody does, everybody's support, all y'all serious-minded brothers and sisters. And I'm freezing out this mug. I don't know. Let me see what the temperature is so y'all can tease me. Hold on. Let's see. What's the temperature out here? Ooh. I ain't even going to tell y'all, because y'all going to be clowning. Nah, it's 52 degrees. That's Jacksonville cold. Anyway, that said, y'all, I'm going to wrap this up. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Michael Israel. Shalom.